Wonderful. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of Perceptive Learning Zone. And today we will be wrapping up our thoughts as well as our discussion when it comes to diagnostic AI. So we've covered a lot in the past few sessions, and today we will be talking about the need to move forward cooperatively. You see, the industry, it must cooperate to facilitate pathways to enable diagnostic access. Yes. Um, you have a company by the name of Roche Diagnostics, which is supporting hepatitis control and elimination programs in Pakistan, together with Khan University Hospital and the Health Foundation. And this is to the benefit of 36,000 patients over 2 years. This initiative now it is part of a wider global access program which supports low and middle income countries in strengthening their diagnostic infrastructure. Since its launch in 2014, the company has provided diagnostic solutions to 89 countries globally, covering a range of high burden diseases such as tuberculosis, hepatitis B and C, as well as human papillomavirus. Now, the industry, I feel it must continue to innovate. It must continue to explore opportunities in digital health to bring diagnostics closer to the patients and also look for ways to partner with other organizations to boost Asia Pacific's diagnostic capacity. The reality is, ladies and gentlemen, that bold vision, it requires bold action. The absence of a homogeneous healthcare landscape in the Asia Pacific channels, it demands localized diagnostic strategies. And a one size fits all solution to universal healthcare, to universal healthcare coverage, I feel that is very unsustainable. And while diagnostic solutions should be tailored to each country ideally, there are areas of opportunities that apply across much of the region. And there was a commission by the name of the Lancet Commission on Diagnostics. It made a recommendation that, and what was the recommendation? The recommendation, fellows, was that countries should formalize the role of diagnostics in every step of the healthcare journey. That means laying out national diagnostic strategies and introducing national essential diagnostic lists in order to improve the access. Another way is by strengthening the laboratories. Universal health coverage it is not attainable without a network of laboratories and a skilled workforce to support patient diagnosis. And also, it is not attainable without early interventions, without continued patient disease monitoring. The laboratory systems now, they are crucial, fellows, to enable the speed and accuracy of diagnostic test results, particularly in a public health crisis. Despite the critical role of laboratory results in supporting clinical decision making, they account for only 5% of hospital costs. And to achieve the goal of early detection, continued investment by governments and private sector organizations is necessary towards lab funding, workforce capacity, and training. The challenge of diagnostic availability and accessibility is it's another area where cross-sectoral collaboration can make a difference. Now, government spending, fellows, on health in Asia Pacific is relatively low. It represents just 35% of the region's overall health expenditure. And increased funding for screening programs, we feel like it can significantly reduce the burden on acute care facilities by facilitating prompt detection and treatment. And the diagnostics industry can support this by providing technical assistance and expertise to health authorities as they establish their essential diagnostic lists and by innovating to produce diagnostics suited to low resource settings. And to quote Lance Little now, who is the managing director for Roche Diagnostics in Asia Pacific, early diagnosis isn't a nice to have. It is a vital part of making universal healthcare possible. Also, I feel another reality, another necessity of the hour is, it is what shall I say? It is public-private cooperation for diagnostics. The public and private sectors now, they can fully embrace the potential of digital health solutions by creating a robust, trusted framework for diagnostic data collection. And for example, we talk about Thailand's health system, which has moved from paper-based to electronic health records. The National Population Registry now, it serves as a delivery system. It sets the baseline list of beneficiaries for the universal healthcare scheme. And it allows for rapid coverage and also eliminates the need for a duplicative enrollment campaign. Early diagnosis, early diagnosis isn't a nice to have. It's a vital part of making universal healthcare possible. With 7 years to go, we do not have much time left to provide diagnostic scope. We do not have much time, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, to provide diagnostic access to nearly half of the world's population. And it can be a daunting task when working alone. The 78th United Nations General Assembly was an important setup. It was an important step, rather, in putting forward action oriented roadmaps, but significant work lies ahead. Um, we are, without any doubt, we are gathering at a very critical point in history. Human progress is increasingly interwoven with the influence of algorithms and networks which are shaping our existence. And the ascent, I would say, fellows, of artificial intelligence. Now, this is not just a technological leap, but it is a seismic shift that is replete with challenges and opportunities in equal measure. Because of this collective oversight of advanced artificial intelligence, it is not merely, I would say, it's not merely advantageous, it is imperative. And because of this collective oversight of advanced artificial intelligence is not merely, just about something that has to be regulated, but the aim should be to mitigate the risks. The aim should be to harness the potential for societal as well as economic transformation. And we know that the global landscape, fellas, it is finding itself at a pivotal juncture. We got to balance rapid technological strides with the pressing need for governance to steer this evolving technology. Also, I feel like multi-stakeholder collaboration is necessary to guide the AI, artificial intelligence development. So the last few months, if you look at them, if you analyze them, they have been filled with crucial developments in the international cooperations agenda around AI. For instance, just to give a few illustrations now, ladies and gentlemen, the United Kingdom, it held its first AI safety summit with 29 countries signing the Bletchley Declaration. With this included the European Union, United States, as well as China, who have agreed to work together in order to ensure that AI is designed as well as deployed responsibly. The European Union AI Act, it is in its last negotiation stages, and when adopted, it will establish the most comprehensive framework applicable to the development and use of AI. You have G7 leaders who have agreed on international guiding principles on artificial intelligence and a voluntary code of conduct for AI developers under the Hiroshima AI process. The United Nations now, students, my dear students, it announced its high-level advisory body on artificial intelligence. Also, you have former U.S. President Joe Biden, who released his executive order on safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence, which establishes new standards for AI safety as well as security. And yet, declarations alone, if you look at these declarations alone, even though they are necessary to raise awareness, they're not sufficient in and of themselves. Their real work, it lies in the action that follows. And it is with this intent that the World Economic Forum launches the AI-Dewardance Alliance. The purpose of this alliance now, the ultimate objective, rather, I would say, of this alliance, which comprises of over 200 influential voices from industry, academia, civil society, and government, it is not only to bring the stakeholders together, but to further a mutual commitment to act on some of the most pressing and pertinent issues that are correlating or being affiliated with AI governance. For instance, this includes finding a shared way forward on frontier guardrails in order to safeguard more prolific AI systems, as well as advancing knowledge at the frontier of applied generative AI across all sectors and industries. Now, driven by its members, the goal of the Artificial Intelligence Alliance is to devise, co-create, as well as help a broad range of decision makers around the world and help them basically enact more adaptive and more resilient forms of AI governance. And finally, from discussion, if you move to action, I would say that obviously it was guided by the World Economic Forum's multi-stakeholder approach and building on the success of the Responsible AI Leadership Summit. The publication of the Presidio recommendations and launch of the AI Government Alliance. You have the World Economic Forum Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, also known as C4IR acronym. It is hosting the AI Governance Summit, where over 180 leaders from the field of artificial intelligence, they will gather in an impartial and inclusive summit for knowledge exchange, for strategic discussions, and most importantly, to devise practical and actionable plans. The summit program now, it will offer outlook plenaries on crucial AI topics. It will feature global dialogues on the immediate applications of generative artificial intelligence. It will also include strategy sessions in order to propel initiatives and drive impact and workshops to further existing work streams of the Alliance. So the insights and proposals that are generated in these sessions now, ladies and gentlemen, they will be pivotal not only in setting a precedent in critical debates and generating real momentum for responsible AI development, but also in spurring world leaders and organizations to action. And these key outcomes will shape the future efforts of the forum's AI Governance Alliance, and significantly, they will be advancing the conversation ahead of the 2024 annual meeting in Davos, where AI will be once again a focal point of discussion. So, to summarize it all, wrap it up in a nutshell, holistically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, the time to act is now. In an ever-evolving AI landscape, the urgency to drive responsible AI development, it has never ever been more pressing. Thus, the call to action is clear. The time has come for us through global collaboration, innovative and practical steps to collectively guide artificial intelligence onto a trajectory that fosters ethical and inclusive advances as well as societal well-being. The forum and the AI Governance Alliance, they have heard this call and are committed to working hand in hand with the international community to respond to this rapidly advancing technology, hence mitigating the shared challenges that it brings, and obviously goes without saying, capitalizing on its opportunities. Right? I'll skip the Bagri mode and say thank you very much, fellas. That'll be all for now. Love you all. Stay blessed and stay subscribed, and please keep rocking. Assalamu alaikum.